Hello and welcome back to Closed by Closers. Today is day 6. Yesterday we went over our very first checkpoint. We went over where you should be. Now understand, up until now, your responsibility has been showing up and taking action. Learn who you are on the inside of the system, how to start conversations, how to stay consistent, and how to remove fear around messaging and how to stop overthinking every single DM. Today is going to be a little bit different. Today is where you stop being somebody who just messages people, and today you actually become a front-end specialist. Today is not about selling, convincing, or explaining the business. It's simply about qualification. Today you're going to be learning about what makes somebody a qualified lead and what makes somebody a waste of your time. With all of this, there's going to be a new mental switch that you have to make in your mind. You are not pitching, you're filtering. Most beginners think that their job is to get people interested. That is not what your job is. Your actual job is to figure out who is already a fit and how to move the people along the process if they are a qualified candidate. Now, the best way that you can go about filtering people is you can ask intentional questions, control the pace of the conversation, identify how serious they are, and obviously pass the qualified people on through the funnel. Now, understand how to properly disengage. This is going to be one of the most valuable skills that you can have because A, it protects your name, B, it protects your time, and C, it protects your mental well-being and it prevents any type of burnout. As you can see on the screen, this is not rejection, this is efficiency. So what does qualification actually mean? Qualification is simply understanding if they are genuinely interested, do they have availability, and do they actually have some genuine intent? With those 3 questions, you should be able to figure out if they are a qualified candidate or not. And if any of these 3 key components are missing, do not move forward. They are not qualified. Don't waste your time. Don't waste the appointment specialist time. They're not qualified. They're not qualified. Now understand what each one of these 3 critical questions actually entails. Now for the first critical question, are they genuinely interested? Make sure they're not just replying, they're not just being nice. Make sure that they actually have some genuine curiosity and make sure that they actually want to know a solution to their current problem. Next, do they have availability? Do they have the time? Do they have the mental space? Do they have the room in their life to learn something new and meaningful to take action on it? Because if they don't, how will you be able to get them into any type of mentorship, any type of program, or even sell them a product if they don't even have the time in their mind to accept it? And lastly, and arguably the most important, is do they actually have intent? Are they just saying they want to do something, or do they actually want to change something? Is it one of those instances of, are you going to tweet about it, or are you going to be about it? Again, now, I cannot stress it enough. If any of these elements are missing, do not move forward. Now, with the qualification, understand that there is still multiple aspects that you need to control in the conversation. These 4 words are what your demeanor should be in every single instance when you're talking to a potential client. You should be short, calm, intentional, and curious. Now, understand this fundamental truth in your mind. Whoever asks the questions controls the conversation. Long messages are going to kill momentum, and over-explaining kills authority. Talking does not make you sound smarter. Less is more. I cannot emphasize it enough. If you look back on your notepad and you have not written down less is more, take out your pen, take out your pencil, and write it down. Less is more. You are guiding somebody through a conversation. You're not trying to dump a load of information on somebody who hasn't asked for it yet. That happens later in the sales process, not during the qualification, not during the initial setting. Now here's what's going to stop today. In your previous days, you've probably noticed that you accidentally find yourself sending long paragraphs, over-explaining everything, and you're trying to convince the people who are unsure. Don't do that. In your previous people, you're wasting your time. Find out if they're serious, and if they're serious, move them along the path. You're not trying to sell to anybody. A big thing that the human mind tends to do is apologize for an action that they've done when it comes to thinking that you're annoying. Never apologize for asking a question. Understand that you are doing your role and you are doing what you need to do. If you apologize, you lose authority and you will lose control of the conversation and they will find an exit. Just to quickly go over these 5 things that you will no longer be doing. You shouldn't have been pitching from the beginning. So if you're already doing that, go back to day 1. You should stop sending paragraphs. Stop over-explaining. I know that that is a common thing that you're going to do naturally. Avoid it. Fight it. Don't do it. And obviously the last 2, we've already gone over. You're not trying to convince and you're not going to apologize for what you need to be doing. If someone asks for explanations too early, that is information-seeking behavior and not buying behavior. Your job is to redirect, disqualify, not comply. You are in control of the conversation. Don't let that get taken away. Now, on a more positive note, here's what you are allowed to do, and this is what you should be doing. These are going to be the tools of a true front-end specialist. Each single one of these is going to strengthen your position, and each one of these is going to develop a skill set that you can bring to anywhere and any walk in life. Please take a moment to read all 5 of these, write down what resonates with you, but to put it simply, your number 1 goal is to ask clarifying questions. Don't dig too deep, but you want to dig deep past the surface. Slow the conversation down and let the silence work. Again, I'm going to say it again. This is probably the 10th time that you've heard me say this on this video recording. Less is more. If you speak less, it drives curiosity and it drives people's natural mind of wanting to know what the hell is going on, and it's going to drive them into buying what product you are selling. And lastly, you need to decide someone is not a fit. Don't be upset. Not everybody is a buyer. Move on. On to the next point. Move on without emotion. On to the next set. Again, there's another thing that we'll go over. I'm sure I've mentioned it sometime in the past. I know I'll mention it in the future. Some will, some can't. So what? Next. You learn that skill, be emotionless. On a win, be grateful for the second, move on and go get another one. On a loss, learn from it, forget about it, move on to the next one. Now, just to wrap all of this up, understand that confidence comes from selectivity, not from persuasion. If you understand how to filter in 100 qualified people versus 10,000 unqualified people, you're going to see that selectivity is a lot more important than trying to persuade someone who is not at all interested. If you find somebody who's already interested and all you need to do is be selective about who you pick, it sells itself. For day 6, today's going to be some simple execution. Today is going to be simply focusing on qualification alone. You're going to message 15 to 20 new people and obviously continue all of your previous conversations and focus on asking questions instead of explaining. Your goal is not volume alone. Your goal is clear conversations. Now, get some practice in. For every single active conversation that you start today, ask 3 qualifying questions and pay attention to how they respond. Pay attention on the direct buying signals. See if you're ready to disqualify anybody and see what kind of curiosity will drive the conversation forward. With all of these messages, you are observing behavior, not just words. Understand what the backing of those words truly do mean. How someone responds is going to tell you everything about if they're serious or if they're just wasting everybody's time. By the end of every single conversation that you have today, you should be able to filter every single person into one of these 3 categories. They should either be qualified, not a fit right now, or maybe they need a little bit more time. Understand that the way that you're going to track this is absolutely mandatory. You need to start your daily log. You need to start writing down exactly how many DMs you've sent, how many replies you received, how many people you've qualified, how many people you have disqualified, and how many conversations you've obviously felt that felt smooth and controlled. And then lastly, what mistakes did you make during all of this? Now, I cannot stress it enough. Make sure you have your daily log written down. If you want us to help you, we need to see what you're doing. I'm going to reiterate it one more time. Make sure you have your daily log finished every single day so that way we can see exactly where you might be missing. If we can see where the issue is, we can find a solution for that issue. Make sure you get your daily log down. Real quick, before I move on past this slide, I do want to quickly go over what qualified, not a fit, and neutral means. Qualified simply means they're ready for the next step. Move them along. Not a fit right now means that they're missing one or more of the qualification criteria, meaning they did not answer 1 or 2 of those questions properly. Probably shouldn't move them on. Now, if somebody needs more time, understand not everybody is ready right away. Follow up with them strategically. We will teach you all about follow-up. Don't chase, follow up strategically. Now, the goal by the end of today is to have the expected realization that I don't need everybody to say yes. I only need the right people to say yes. By tonight, this truth should be crystal clear in your mind and evident in your actions moving forward. Conversations will feel lighter, people will lean in more, and you'll feel calmer and more confident. Understand that rejection stops feeling personal. And lastly, understand that rejection stops feeling personal. Just data, some fit, some don't, neither reflects your worth. Move on to the next. Now, with all the systems that we've taught you up until this point, you figured out where to find people, what to do with those people, and now obviously how to qualify those people. You are officially now a front-end specialist. You officially now know exactly how the system begins for any outreach business model. So what comes next? Day 6 is just about controlling and filtering. Day 7 is going to be a little bit different. Day 7 is going to be your first week checkpoint. It's going to be a momentum review. It's going to be a confidence boost and a little bit of a reset before you level up again. Now you've laid the foundation. Tomorrow we assess, tighten, and we prepare to scale your business inside. One last final reminder for today. You'll never be getting paid for trying harder, talking more, or explaining better. You will get paid for showing up daily and asking the right questions and moving people in the right direction. Understand, you need to complete day 6 with intention. Understand how the entire system works because day 7 is going to be where it all clicks. I'll see you then.